Okay, man. Let's start the meeting. In- Okay. Very good evening to our respective guests, speakers, professors, research scholars, students, and who were directly joined this webinar. We are obliged under the aegis of Forum of Commerce and Management Studies. Before starting the meeting, we discussion about our forum. This forum established by all of us together in February 2020 during pandemic. The aim of this forum to reach online education to as many people as possible. Our forum chairman, Dr. Shekhar Sharma, is a renowned professor of accountancy and finance, NRC College, Khurja, affiliated to CCS University, Meerut, and the professor of commerce and management, DPBS PG College, Anup Shahar, affiliated to CCS University, Meerut. Shrimati Trapsi Singh is the joint secretary of this forum. She is assistant lecturer of Government College Sambal. A lot of achievement which has major Indo-Nepal Harmony International Award and Vishnu Guru Award. And today's convener Dr. Jeevan Jhunjhunwala, Associate Professor of Accountancy and Management, Christ College, Cuttack, Odisha. And co-convener is Dr. Manish Kumar Agrawal from UK. Our International Advisory Board, Professor S.L. Gupta, Professor of Dean, Muscat, Oman, Dr. Gagan Kumar Kukreja, Professor Accountancy, Bahrain, Dr. Samir Rohadia, renowned data scientist, Germany, Dr. Sanjay Sharma, SEBI Director of T-Mobile, USA, Dr. Saad Amzad Khan, Professor of Management, Oman, Dr. Rajneesh Ratan, Professor of Management, Bhutan, Dr. V.K. Gangal, Professor of Finance, Dayal Bagh University, Agra, Dr. K.U.M. Nayak, Director, Lakshmi Vidyapeeth, Gujarat, India, Dr. Kamlesh Bharadwaj, Professor of Sociology, UP, Dr. G. Vijaya Lakshmi, Professor of Commerce, Jharkhand, Dr. Smita Suresh Giri, Professor of Chemistry, Maharashtra, Dr. Parth Kumar Nara, Professor of History, Assam, Dr. Shashendra A. Kelur, Professor of Physical Education, Karnataka, Dr. Neeraj Upadhyay, Professor of Mathematics, UP, Dr. Manish Kumar Agarwal, Professor of Management, UK, Dr. Nitin Goyal, Professor of Management, Oman, Dr. Abdul Qayyum Masood, Professor of Management, Bangladesh, Dr. M. Rahman, Associate Professor of Business and Accountancy, Malaysia. Now, before start today's session, हम सभी माँ सरस्वती को वंदना करते हैं और माँ सरस्वती का ध्यान करते हैं उनकी वंदना के धन्यवाद आप सभी लोगों का माँ सरस्वती जी की कृपा से कार्यक्रम को जो है प्रारंभ करते हैं और शुरुआत करते हैं आज के कार्यक्रम की today's topic of 14th international webinar women empowerment giving the women better life today's keynote speaker renowned professor Dr. Alka Rathore Jeju College of Business Studies Royal University of Bhutan especially in management, marketing modules, customer behavior, digital marketing, sales management, product and brand management, and research project development, well versed in research analysis and use for software like SPSS, Python, online, and virtual teaching. Dr. Alka Rathore is Associate Editor of South Asian Journal of Marketing, Sri Lanka Journal of Marketing Management, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, Colombo, Sri Lanka. Dr. Alka is a passionate and hard-working academician. Dr. Alka published paper in Scopus and ABDC listed journal and also reviewed member of a number of paper is a reviewer is Scopus listed journals. Now I would like to call Dr. Alka Rathore, Madam, to come and start today's session. Dr. Alka Rathore, Madam.
Namaskar and good evening, everyone. This is today. I'm very very happy to be part of this webinar. So first of all, I would like to say thanks to Dr. Rajni and Dr. Tarun to invite me for this webinar. And I also want to congratulate whole team of this forum for organizing such a nice platform to share knowledge and from different subjects. And this is something for me also kind of a great exposure. I will know more about women empowerment and I can share with you all what I think about women empowerment. So first of all, before I just share my slide, I just wanted to tell you like why we just need to talk on this women empowerment. So first of all, when we say gender equality, so gender, what do you mean by gender? So gender refers to the socially constructed roles and responsibility of a man and woman that are created within our families, our society, and our culture. So it means gender itself is what constructed by us only, by culture only, by families only. So when we say gender equality, when we talk about women empowerment, what I feel that we should know that there is both are equal actually in terms of when we will see that their participation, their contribution to the society is equal, and they have to treat equally. And 1975 was the year when women's issues were placed on the global agenda for first time, and it was declared as the International Women's Year by the United Nations General Assembly. So why we need to celebrate International Women Day? What can be the reason why we need to focus on all these things? And the reason behind is that we see and we observe also and we experience also there is a discrimination against women, and we have to focus on this. So for this note, I just wanted to quote one quote by Mahatma Gandhi. What he says and what he quoted is, "No two leaves are alike, and yet there is no antagonism between them or between the branches on which they grow." I think from this particular quote, it is very clear what Sri Mahatma Gandhi used to think about women. It means men and women both are equal. With this quote, I would like to start my presentation based on women empowerment in Bhutan. So let me begin my presentation. I hope if you have any problem with my presentation slide, or if you just wanted to know something more, you can ask me or you can just simply message in this chat box. And I'm going to share my slide today. So first of all, women empowerment in Bhutan. So I think why I chosen this topic, because I just have experience. There are a number of people, those who come and visit Bhutan, and when they just simply go out, what they talk about women, they say, okay, women in Bhutan are really powerful, because when they come to Bhutan and when they travel from Jagaon, from the first stop, Phintsiling to Thimphu, and then when they travel all over the Bhutan, what they found, women are everywhere. Means they feel like women are really powerful in Bhutan. So, like, is it reality or is simply kind of their perception? So, for this, I thought, why not to just have some reflection on this, whether women are really powerful in Bhutan, or still, or just it's a kind of a what we say, or like perception. So, next. So, I'm not able to. Okay. So, can you make it? I'm not able to. Okay, fine.
Any problem?
Okay, sir. Can you see, sir? I'm not able to share it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, your PPT is coming.
All right. Okay, so we are going to include these are the content what we are going to present today: introduction and meaning, status of women in Bhutanese society, dimensions of women empowerment, need for women empowerment, and ways to achieve women empowerment. So first of all, before I just proceed for the presentation, I want to introduce a little information about Bhutan. The Kingdom of Bhutan is in South Asian region, and it is surrounded by China and India and Nepal. And the country's total area is 38,394 square kilometer. And then main ethnic groups are Sarsho, Drukpa, and Nepalese, and Onkha, and their main religion is Tibetan Buddhism and Hinduism. So this is a short introduction of Bhutan. Now we'll just proceed to the next. Meaning of women empowerment. So when we say women empowerment, it is not kind of a statement. It is not a definition. It is not a word. It is a process. And when we say process, it means something continuous. And we say continuous means simply if you do something for a woman and your work done is not women empowerment. It is a process. And when we say process, we have to proceed. We have to go. We have to be continuous, by which women gain power. They can and acquire the ability to make strategic choices. So I think from this meaning, it is very clear women need to be powerful. In what sense? So for that, we are going to see the five important components of women empowerment. First one is women's sense of self-worth. When we say self-worth, it means women should know that they are also important to the family, they are important to the society, they are important to the nation. If really you want to empower women, they have to think themselves as meaningful, means they have some self-worth. Second thing, if you really wanted to empower women, you have to give right to them to determine choices. If you see in your family also, if you see in your society also, and you have seen and you experienced also, because women are not having choices, especially when we talk about their career, when you talk about what they wanted to choose, what they wanted to study, where they want to live. So for that also, their elders and their male members, they used to decide like what they want, what they need. They don't have their own choice. If you really wanted to empower women, you have to give them right to choice. Next is their right to have access to opportunities and resources. If you really wanted to empower women, you have to give them right to access opportunities. It means opportunities when we say, it means in terms of education, they have equal access as a man, as a boy and girl. Equally, they have to access education as well as job, like positions. When we say job means, hey, I'm talking about position, equal opportunities for position, equal opportunities for accessing resources. So this is also one way to empower women, by giving right to access opportunities and resources. Next, we are having, if you really wanted to empower women, you have to give power to control their own lives, both within and outside the home. If you really want to empower women, you have to give a right of what? To control their lives. You have an experience of women at home also. They are not having right, they are not having their own control on their own lives. And sometimes you see that, no, we always guide our women or girls in a family, okay, do wear this particular dress, don't go in this particular dress, don't go at night, come within that particular time limit. So this is all what? This is all controlling women. So if you really wanted to empower women, you have to give them right to control their own lives, not only at home, but also outside. Next is what? You have to make women able. Ability means, able means like you have to make them able so that they can contribute to the society in terms of finance, as well as in terms of
सेम
social.
चीज चल रही है मेरी दोनों जगह.
Next, now we'll just talk on like what is the real situation of women in Bhutan. So if you see, like I said last time also, I just said previous also, like women, when you just travel and you just see, you notice that women are really in good position. They are really enjoying more freedom and equality and having higher social status. Then if you compare especially our neighbor country India and Nepal and other neighbor countries, we find Bhutan, in Bhutan, women are really having freedom. But there is a report on Convention on the Elimination of All Form of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW 2003, points out that the need to pay attention to gender discrimination that has been always invisible but existing especially at household and workplaces. So here, discrimination is not overt, it's not open, but there is a discrimination, especially at household level as well as workplaces. That means it is not overt but covert discrimination, and that discrimination is invisible discrimination. Next is domestic violence is also kind of a discrimination. It is happening especially at household level. So this is something they need to focus on. Next, matrilineal inheritance practices. This is a traditional practice. In that practice, elder women of a family, they used to get land, assets, and properties from their parents. So it's a kind of a traditional practices. And by look and by when you heard about all these things, you feel like a woman really having high status. But this is kind of an obligation too, because women cannot move, they cannot move out for a job, they cannot move for some their own choices, because they have to take responsibility of their parents as well as old people in the family. So you can say maternal inheritance practice can be a good, but having negative aspects also. There's a act, Inheritance Act in 1980, and that act stipulate the female and male children have an equal right in inheritance. So now now male and female both are equally able to get the properties. Now this is the recent report which I just browsed and found. It is released.
Madam, you are muted. Dr. Rathore, you are muted.
I don't
First
know.
unmute.
Now fine, sir?
Yes, now it's.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
Global Gender Gap Report 2020 released by World Economic Forum, and in that report, Bhutan ranked 131 out of 153 countries. So when we say global gender gap report is mainly about like disparity between male and female. So and then in that report they considered four indicators, and that are first one is economic participation and opportunity. So it means male and female, like how they are participating in economic part in that what we say economic participation and opportunity. I mean, how much they are getting, like if you compare male and female. So in that case, Bhutan scored 0.644, 0.544. It means what? There is a disparity. Means male and females are not equally getting jobs, not equally getting wages and income. So there is a disparity. And second indicator is education attainment. In that also it is scored 9.954, and health and survival is scored 0.960. If you see, these two scores are quite better and equals to 1. It means male and female are equal in this particular area, education and health. Means male and female, there's not much discrimination. Next is political empowerment. In this particular indicator, you can see it is scored 0.082, and it is quite far from score 1. So we can say there is a discrimination in political empowerment. Means males are better in this condition. So next, you can see the next slide. Economic participation and opportunity. Under this, labor force participation. If you see this blue bar, can you see the blue bar? This blue bar indicated that there is a disparity. Means male are getting male are more number of males are in labor force, but female proportion is 46.1. It means it is not equal. There is a disparity. Wage equality is also there is a disparity. Means male are getting better wages for the same job than female. Next, estimated earned income also. If you see, female are 19.0% and male are 55.1%. Again, you can see there is a disparity. Means income level of a male is better than female. So again, there is a disparity. Next is what? Legislators, senior officials, and managers. If you see percentage wise, females percentage is 21.6 and male 78.4. I think from this it is very clear there is a discrimination or there is a disparity between male and female when we talk about senior positions, when we talk about political area. Next is professional and technical workers. In this case, again, women scored less, percentage-wise 32.6 and male 67.4. So economic participation and opportunity as a whole, I found that in Bhutan also there is a discrimination. Next, educational attainment. If you see in this particular indicator, Bhutan is really in good condition. Male and female are really enjoying equal participation in education. Means they, if you see there, in this case, enrollment in primary education, 95.9% male, female, and 97.6% male. So you can say education-wise, male and female are equally like participating in, like they're getting equal education. So in this case, you can say not very much like vast difference. Next, we are having health and survival. So this indicates this area is also quite developed and improved. If you compare male and female health, sex ratio as well as health life expectancy years, male and females are quite same. So you can say this area we don't find much. Last one is political empowerment. In this case, you can see blue bars at the right side, and this is clearly showing that there is a vast or great or large discrimination between male and female. If you see women participation in parliament, percentage-wise, it is 15% and male 85%. So you can see that there is a huge discrimination or disparity. Women in ministerial position also, percentage-wise, it is 4.3 female and 96.7 male. And if you see head of the state from last 50 years in Bhutan, there is no female because from last 3 elections there are 3 prime ministers and all are male. So you can say it's a complete. There is a huge difference between male and female in terms of political empowerment. So this is all report given by World Economic Forum about gender disparity. Next, in this slide, we'll just see that like what dimensions we need to focus on. First one is women and employment, education, women participation in politics, marriage, health, and survival. So we'll take one by one. Women and employment. So when it's already shown in that gender report also, like employment wise, if you see women workforce are lesser than male. Male are more participating in job. They are getting job. They are in job, and female are mainly taking care of children and the elders and in-laws, and also you can say they are more in household work. And when we talk about wages wise also for the same work, female are getting less wages than male. And in rural and agriculture labor force, female are dominating, and they are doing agriculture work as well as they are taking care of family. So they are quite burdened with the heavy workload. And next is and the women, those who are working also, they are underemployment and they are in low earning groups. So you can say that male and female, they are not equal in terms of employment. Okay, next, education. Education wise, already seen that the education area is quite improved if you compare with other area, but especially women participation is missing in terms of when it comes to technology, engineering, mathematics subjects. So you can say they need to focus on this particular area. Women participation in politics. So women participation in politics is very low, which already shown in that particular report. And last time, if you see women participation in parliament, it declined from 2008 to 2013, and also in 2018 also it declined to 15.3%. So and local government level, you can say there is a improvement. It improved from 7.8% to 11.3% in 2016. So if you talk about women participation in parliament, it declined, but in local election, it increased. So you can say one way it's improving. You can say this is a table you can see here. 2011, 98 female they won, and in 2016, 153 women won in that local election. So you can say the condition here it improved. Marriage. Maybe you heard about it, and you know that in Bhutan, polygamy is actually polygamy is something which you all know, that one husband with multiple wives or vice versa. So this particular culture, you can say, Bhutan is having, but it is slightly decreasing. And the main problem with the marriage is like especially girls and age of 16, and some they marry 30% they marry, means like at the age of 17. So you can say because of early marriage, there's a problem of divorce also, and high divorce rate. And this can be the reason for the discrimination also. So for this, just to solve this problem, the marriage law of 1980 gives equal rights to women and men, and it stipulates that the side who wishes to divorce should pay a consolation fee according to the marriage period. So, and domestic violence is also a problem happen because of marriage. So you can say ki marriage is a one area which need to focus on. Next, need for women empowerment. Why we need to empower women? So first of all, they need respect, and when you are going to empower women in terms of education, when women empower in terms of financial independency, when they get job, when they are able to take decisions, so they will definitely get respect from the society, from the family, as well as they will gain confidence also. So respect is also very important. They want respect in society, and for that we need to empower women. Trust and support. When you empower women, they trust themselves. They feel like okay, they are also important, and they also can do something for the society. So trust and support is also one reason if you really wanted to empower. Power equalization, like women, if you're really going to empower women, they are equally possible to participate in most of the activities at household level, as well as society and nation, and you can say international way also. So power equalization is also one reason of empowering women. Next is confrontation. Like you all know that women, when they face problem and when they are not empowered, when they are not when they feel insecure and they are not able to come up with the problems, like they face a lot of problem at workplace, they face a lot of problem in the family also. So, and in society also, when you can say, if you're not empowering women in terms of giving them laws or some rights, they cannot come up with the problem. So suppose if there's a law against violence, so they can come up with the problem and they can talk on this, and they can take some precautions. They can take help from people, no? So confrontation means come up with the problem. They try to solve problems their own by taking help from other resources. So confrontation is possible only when you are going to empower women. Next is participation. So if you are going to involve women in participation in decision making, and especially when we talk about participation here, we are talking about participation in policy making. When you are going to empower women, you are giving chance them to come and take decision, no? So they know the problem, they can really participate well, and they can bring some policies which can help women in future. So need for women empowerment, I think, is very clear to you all. Next, okay, so what are the steps Bhutan government already taken for women empowerment? First one is 11 5-year plan. In that 5-year plan, they just had 4 indicators. They decided 4 indicators, and in that indicators, they decided like okay, they have to give some quota for a woman women to participate in parliament and local government bodies. Next, they try to increase the ratio of tertiary education, especially women and male ratio in tertiary education to increase, and then focus on unemployment, especially females, and to make a gender sensitive policies or gender mainstreaming strategy. So this is all they just done in 11th 5-year plan. So that just to make women and male equal, just to promote gender equality. Next, gender responsive planning and budgeting in Bhutan. So this is also something great happened, especially by taking action to in 2016 about like to have a budget which is mainly for the gender equality. Means they just plan and budget for a gender equality. So it also introduced measures for the royal government of Bhutan to incorporate gender into public finance management system and capacity building of government officials to apply the approach to ensure proper budget allocation for achieving gender responsible outcomes. So this particular action especially helps government to take some just to implement some policies so that they can make gender equal. So that is also something new and good for women empowerment. Next, GNH policy screening tool. So you all know that Bhutan having GNH philosophy, that's gross national happiness, and in that policy they kept one. They have a policy making screening tool. In that they kept gender equality also as a one screening tool. So what is the main function of this screening tool? To check out, to find out whether there's any policy. They just try to evaluate the policies and they check whether this policy is going to increase gender inequality or that's on gender equality, or third one is will not have any negative effects on gender equality, and last one is will promote gender equality. So this is what screening tool which helps government to make a policy and to see that whether it's going to affect or having any impact on gender equality or not. So this is also something important and playing very important role in deciding policy regarding gender equality. Next, national gender mainstreaming guidelines, and under this guideline given by National Committee for Women and Children in Bhutan, and it especially what is the main function of this guideline is to summarize what to note from the gender's perspective and just see and just try to check the planning and implementing projects whether it's going to have any impact on gender equality or not. Next one is National Action Plan on Gender, and that is also from 2008 to 2013. That is also one plan which is under 10th 5-year plan. And what was main aim of this particular plan? To analyze the status of women and define issues and indicators to address the following themes: governance, economic development with an emphasis on employment, education, health, violence against women, prejudice and stereotypes. So this is also especially focusing on gender equality. So this national plan is also focusing on. Next, there are two international laws, and most of the countries they are also ratifying these laws. And the first one is Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. This convention was very important in terms of removing discrimination against women, and it was ratified by Bhutan in 1981. And what was the main function? Just to see the policies and see the actions, see the implementation, whether it's going to help women to be equal with the men, and try to remove the discrimination against women. So this law is playing very important role to make women empower. Next, Convention on Preventing and Combating Trafficking of Women and Children for Prostitution. This law is also an international law, and that law signed by all SAARC countries. And the main function of this particular international law is also to take care of women and just to try to prevent interdiction and suppression of trafficking in women and children. And second thing, just to stop all these things. And second thing is just to repatriate and rehabilitation of a victims of trafficking. So this law is also helping women and children from trafficking and prostitution. So this law is also helping to empower women, just to uh, those who are victim of it. Also, this law is also preventing and helping them. Next, now we'll talk on some, especially national machinery. Till now we talked about into international law. Now we have some national mechanism also, or national organization also, those who are helping to empower women. So uh, first one is the National Commission for Women and Children. It has been established in it was established in 2004 under the Ministry of Health, and after that, now in 2008, it is fully autonomous government organization, and it is helping women and trying to make gender equal. So by gender mainstreaming in the country. So under this, they have a one division, that is women division and gender focal person network. These two are working together to help women and try to address women problems and making them, helping them actually to make them equal in the socio-economic and political sphere. So these two are national machineries. Next, we are having Bhutan Network and Empowering Women. So this is also one of the, this is also, sorry, Bhutan Network for Empowering Women, BNEW, and it established in 2012 on the occasion of first consultation meeting of elected women in the first local election. So after 2012, what happened when women got elected in the local elections, they formed this particular group. And what is the main function of this group? They are trying actually to educate women, the local women, those who wanted to go for election, those who want to participate in politics. For them, this particular organization is helping in educating them, like how to make speech, how to talk in audience, how to write applications. So this organization is helping those women who really wanted to be part of a politics, or those who wanted to be part of a local election. So Bhutan Network for Empowering Women is a organization just empowering women to participate in politics. Next is Bhutan Association of Women Entrepreneurs, BAOWE. So this is a non-profit organization, and it was registered in 2010. And the main aim of this organization is to just to promote women entrepreneurs, especially those who really wanted to start business and small scale business. This organization is helping them, like how to apply loan, how to do marketing, how to get resources, how to get raw materials. So it is helping small scale industry, especially women, those who really wanted to be in business. Next, and this particular organization is helping them to grow. So you can say it is also empowering women. Next, we are having non-government organizations: Respect, Educate, Nurture, and Empower Women. Renew. This is also a non-profit organization, and it is helping. What is the main focus of this? It is helping women and girls, those who had a problem at the family level, or those who really faced problem and victim of domestic violence. So this organization is helping them, so that, and the main aim of this particular organization is to just help, especially mentally disturbed women, those who really had a problem with the family and violence. They just faced violence. So this is helping them in all aspects. So this is the one. Next is Taranaya Foundation, and this is a government organization established in 2003 by Her Majesty Queen Mother Asi Dojiwango. And this is also providing opportunities for life improvement, especially not only women, but for the children, and especially weaker section. So Taranaya Foundation is also one helping and empowering women. So this is all about non-government organization. So this is my last slide. I just wanted to say that, like, whatever we have done, whatever we know till now, we feel like it is same not only for Bhutan but for other countries also. Women are discriminating by the society, and what we can do and how we can help them. So I just feel like there are some points we have to consider. First one is uh, first important thing is what need to focus on legal framework so that we can protect women and girls from violence, and not is enough. We need to help them to we have to make awareness about gender based discrimination. We have to tell them like sometimes women are not knowing whether they people are abusing, they are not knowing it. Some they are exploiting but they are not knowing it. So the main important thing is what we have to make legal framework better. Next, just we need to have a public consultations at all levels, and then we have to raise awareness about gender based discrimination and develop a clear advocacy messages and use social media, animation, song and theater to reach a wide audience. And we have to we have to develop standard operating procedure. We need to train service providers so that no women can come and they can talk freely with them, like not without any hesitation. If they have problem, they can come, they can directly contact a resource focal person. So we need to develop standard operating procedure. Next is we have to provide economic support also and free legal services also, especially for those who are not having those who are not good in terms of finance and not able to pay fees. And also we need to provide free legal services also to the girls, those who faced and have some violent experience. Next, we need to, and the most important thing is what if we really wanted to empower women, we have to teach girls at school level itself. We need to promote gender equality in teaching practices and classroom, increase equal opportunities for women to voice their interest and participate in decision making, and devise local economic development strategies that specifically aim to ensure equitable opportunities for women. It means government and especially leaders need to take care of this, so that they have to consider women also to be part of our policy making, so that they can understand women problems properly. Facilitate access to vocational and entrepreneurial training offered by government and non-government agencies. So, and last and the most important thing is training or some training need to given to the women so that they can start their own small startups or business and can be economically independent. So this is all about women empowerment in Bhutan. So I have some one or two examples here. You can see Bhutan's first female minister. She was engineer also and former civil servant. She is the first female parliamentarian in the tiny Himalaya country. And we have one Madam Sonam Chodhan, Dr. Sonam Chodhan, also our college president. She is the first college president in RUB, Royal University of Bhutan. She is also inspiration for all of us. And we have Tashi Chodjom, a Bhutanese lawyer and first woman appointed to the country's Supreme Court. So this is all about some empowerment in Bhutan. I'm having one video for 4 minutes. If you all allow me, then I can share that video.
Please, madam.
Okay, sir.
First you had big floods washed away a lot of houses and farmland. Then in 2009 there was a powerful earthquake. Now, Bhutan hadn't had a lot of disasters, and some people said the deities must be angry. They said, it's our women playing darts, sports.
Madam, share that video. That video is not coming.
The floods were caused by climate change.
What happened, sir?
Glacial lakes.
Video is not coming. No,
Not
sound is
coming?
coming. No. I think you shared the video, that particular window, not the opening one.
Oh,
You can set on this. Miss, you can.
I got it.
Kingdom adopted foreign in 1974
So that's it, yes.
until 1999. Village life is deeply conservative. This is a country of only 700,000 people. 70% subsistence farming. Most of them live on less than 70 cents a day. Meanwhile, youth unemployment is approaching 10%.
So it's not coming.
Not coming, ma'am.
You share the video, that video only.
I don't know.
Yes,
Now?
wait.
It's shared?
No.
No, I don't know, sir. Then I'm not able to share it.
I think
Okay, so I think we can leave it.
you are sharing the link only, but that
No, I'm not-
video you have to share in the.
I'm not sharing the link. I'm just playing it. Hanji, sir?
No, not coming.
It's not coming. Okay, so I think leave it then. I'm not able.
No, if message will reach to us through the conversation, it's okay. And especially if video is needed.
No, sir, it's okay. I thought to show. I will show that no women participation, especially some with the video, but it's not working. Okay, sir. I think that's all my presentation. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Alka Rathur, madam. And now I will request Dr. Manish Kumar Agrawal to ask the question. Dr. Manish Kumar Agrawal.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tarun. First of all,
Thank you, Dr. Manish.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I would like to welcome Dr. Rajneesh Ratan, sir, from Bhutan, and Dr. Alka Rathor again on behalf of me and Forum of Commerce and Management Studies India. Your lecture is very much appreciated by the participant, and the topic we are taking last on the 13th seminar, we have taken the women empowerment topic, and now it is the second part of this, and the participant appreciated very much. Your way of presentation is very good, but due to some technical issues, so ye chalta hai thoda sa. I have some questions to ask. First of all, ma'am, एक क्वेश्चन बड़ा अच्छा सा क्वेश्चन एक मेरे पास है. All the political parties says that women's participation should increase in all types of election, from local election to national level election. But at the time of action, no political party follow this. So in your opinion, what reasons may be, and how we can rectify this problem in terms of India especially?
Especially in terms of India, women participation.
As all the political parties says that 30% reservation should be for the women, but at the time of election, no political parties follow this. And this may be a milestone in the women empowerment, what I think, in my opinion.
Sure, sir. What I feel like it is because it's something if you see from our past, if we see in history also, like women really participated well in politics also. But the thing is, today's scenario, if you see that the total number of women participate as compared to men is really low. So, and the reason behind is maybe first of all, women are not that much interested in politics somewhere because of having other obligations like family responsibilities and rearing their children also. That can be the one reason, because they have other responsibilities also other than other than like men, especially they are focusing outside, no, for the job and all. But women have to take care of family also, so family obligation is a one reason. Second reason is like if you see politics, it is not easy going. Like we have to face lot of hindrance or problems, and women have to be strong enough to take care of all the things. So you can say you need to be mentally strong to be in politics. So that can be a one reason. Somewhere they are just not not as a equal to men because of this block also, because it's kind of a blockage. Thinking perspective is also one reason. Family obligation and support also sometimes. Even though I said to I asked my parents, no, I wanted to be in politics. So what my mother said, no, no, you cannot be in politics. Politics is very dirty. You cannot survive there. You have to be manipulative. If you really if you are speaking truth, you cannot be in politics because you have to lie there. Somewhere you have to manipulate, because politics, when you, because I'm teaching organizational behavior, in that politics means you have to manipulate. Somewhere manipulation is very important, and you cannot survive without manipulation. And maybe that can be the reason women are not getting support from the family also to be part of politics.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I also taught statistics in my department of management studies, and I have used this quotation that statistics can do anything, and politicians use this quotation very much and everywhere. Ki, after making the data, and they may report like this, as you told. Ma'am, one more question I have. If you were in charge, ये थोड़ा सा आपसे रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन बन जाता है. If you were in charge, what would you do to make women's empowerment a better place to work?
In charge of what organization, you mean?
If you were head of any organization, then how
I can empower women in my organization?
How can you empower women?
So first of all, to develop confidence, so developing confidence in women is very important, and motivation is also important. Motivation, developing confidence, and proper communication, and just to listen them properly their problems, and then try to solve. Especially women, those who are working in organizations, they have a family and children also. So we need to provide environment for the children, for their children also, so that they can come, they can leave their children at home and they can come. So like flexible timetables, means we have to support women by giving some extraordinary, you can say, some support.
Support, yes, definitely. It may start from the timing, to timing कि आप लेट आ जाइए, थोड़ा जल्दी चले जाइए.
Some flexibility
in timing.
Okay.
Okay. I have now I give the mic to Dr. Tarun, and I think one or two questions Dr. Jeevan Jhunjhunwala also have. So they can ask.
Okay.
Please, Dr. Jeevan Jhunjhunwala, please ask the question. Dr. Jeevan Jhunjhunwala, sir. Maybe Dr. Jeevan Jhunjhunwala is not here. Dr. G. Vijayalakshmi from Jharkhand is here, maybe. Please ask any question, Dr. G. Vijayalakshmi.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Thank you for coming, ma'am.
No, sir, no question. It's only my view to Dr. Alka, ma'am. Ma'am, you have articulated your presentation in a very good way. I'm agreeing all the points. And one point I would like to share only, it's only my view, no question at all, that in spite of all type of environment, women must be given some liberty to take decision, nothing else. If she has been given liberty for the decision making, all the problems will automatically solve. It's my view.
That's true. Yes,
So
very
what do you think about it?
liberty, especially liberty in terms of when you're working in the organization or in terms of society.
Yes, yes, in all sort of things. Liberty in decision making means
Yeah.
the decision once she is going to take decision that should not be affected by any of the element. So
That's
it's
true,
my
but
view.
like what I feel like women are kind of a soft heart. Like you can say somewhere women's whatever decision they take, no, very much influenced by the external factors also sometimes.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Not
That's true.
sometimes, ma'am, most of the times.
Well, if you are
Most of the
focused,
time,
how
especially in
much you
Yes,
suburban
focus,
yes,
area
yes.
and rural area,
that's true.
especially.
So because of some external and some because of some internal factors also, women
Yes,
like
yes,
women
yes.
made by God itself is like very fragile and sensitive, no? So
Yes.
sometimes they have to alter their decision because of some circumstances and external environment. You cannot say he will keep environment some factors outside and we can take decision. It is not possible because women are playing a very important role, no? Not only uh, as a like a person in any organization, but as a family member also. So somewhere they are influenced by a lot of factors. But
Yes, yes.
that's certainly like if you really wanted to be do something, no, you have to be strict and you have to take decision of your own and be on that. But in reality, it is not true. Somewhere
This is
we,
not, it does not happen. Yes.
yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर विजया लक्ष्मी मैम, बहुत दिनों बाद देखा आपको और बहुत अच्छा लगा हमारे इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे आने के लिए. थैंक यू डॉक्टर विजया लक्ष्मी मैम. Today's Dr. Rajneesh Ratan sir from Bhutan with us kindly spoke a few words in this regards and today's vote of thank from Dr. Rajneesh Ratan sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
And thank you each member of this forum. And almost on the regular interval of time, we are organizing this forum. And I think from last 4 or 5, I have witnessed, I must appreciate this initiation of this concept, development of this forum, and different topics that we are discussing. And each participants present here, the kind of relevant input they are giving, their participation, really commendable. And coming to Dr. Alka Rathwar, I think there is difference of one Kevin in your place and my place. And
Yeah.
if I'll jump from my top of my flat, I'll fall in her flat only. Only the road is there. And almost all informal gatherings was there. And first time we are having the formal gathering where she has elaborated such a sensitive topic, we can say. And she has augmented the knowledge. Definitely, her experience with Bhutan is more than me. I've completed 2 years. Madam, you have completed 7, 8 years?
No, sir, 11 years, 12 years early.
11 years, my God. एक युग पूरा कर दिया इन्होंने.
Okay.
But in fact, हमारी जितनी भी knowledge यहाँ की थी, उसमें इन्होंने काफी add on करा दिया. And I had the different perspective about this Bhutan and all those. And I don't think that empowerment, see, Madam is here, our president is Dr. Sonam Soden already. And if you look at the nearby business, Madam must be knowing, you can start with Dickling and to Radhika and to all, everywhere, all, and business or small business unit is run by the female only here. Hardly we are finding any will member in any restaurant or any bar also. So I think already they are empowered. They are comparatively hardworking. That is my perception till today also. Whenever they are reaching, they are serving. They are doing all sort of, even some hard work during the lockdown. We are not supposed to move out from the house, and we are putting the orders. And if you look at all the service provider, 80 to 90%, except YESI, almost all female, they are carrying with their that, what is that, Bolero and something, and they are coming and they are putting all these things to our place. Our place means at home, so that we cannot move out and we can maintain the protocol of this lockdown. So I think they're already empowered, they are active, they are taking everywhere. But the data that you have represented and data that you have shown, it's really interesting. Some scope is still there, but you talked about the NGO, you talked about this government initiative taken. Do we have, definitely I'm not aware that whether JCBS is having such kind of any club committee or any kind of such program?
No, sir.
No. So here I think we have some scope.
No, but
Participation. Madam, you could be the right person to say in classroom number wise and participation wise, who is dominating here?
class wise and I think more students, boys, no, boys are more as compared to.
But my experience is different. Female is, and all girls candidate are dominating the class.
No, the number. No, I'm talking about number of students. But yes,
number wise is also, I think, almost equal. Means if 40 students are there, so 18, 23, like.
Yeah, but in my section, I found girls are lesser than boys. I think 10 girls, especially in HRM. That particular model.
Maybe I am taking classes of HR students, so they have preferred more. And in your class, finance and other specializations are there. So number wise, this. But my perception was that is still almost same. If you take the overall number, participation wise, they're very, very hardworking.
Yeah, and in education, both are equal.
Both, and business also. In terms of when we are looking for the small business, cottage industry, the small scale and micro industry, the concept we are having in India, here it is cottage industry. And if you look at the owner of cottage industry, almost 1,500, more than 1,500 cottage industries there. And definitely I have not done this study, but it is a point we can search, we can look at. As per my record, most of this cottage industry is done by the women. So situation is not like that India. Here they are already in a better position. Yes, because of some biological and other factors, they have to take care of the family, they have to take care of kids, so many other things are there. Otherwise, we can say they are in a better condition, far better condition as compared to India. And they're already empowered. The most important part is, Mesnam talked about, he has explained the topic. One point you talked about the right, 5 components and process. You talked about it is not a outcome, it is the process. And 5 process you have elaborated. In process, I have one question that you talked about the right. Who is supposed to give the right? Are we expecting right for family members?
No, sir. Right in terms of like family, we start from family, society, government also. Just like all have to support, not only like family. Like they need to get support. We need to get support from right, not only legal right. I'm talking right in a way. It starts from family, and then like it is society. Society also playing society means people from surroundings, your neighbors, your relatives. So all have to support. And give right means like you promote and then motivate them to think on all these things. And definitely
point wise I was clear that right, but finally you are in Bhutan from last 11 years.
Yeah.
So it was your own initiative, or you got some right from government or society or from family?
My family supported, so I got the right. I got the right from my parents to get. Means they allowed me to go out and work outside. So it's
it was your initiative. It was your initiative, your motivation, and just Madam Vijaya Lakshmi Madam talked about. First is that we are asking. Yes, society is somewhere in India. We can see that yes, the difference is there, rural and urban areas. But first and foremost responsibility is the female only. Women only, they have to self-motivate it
Definitely.
to do this.
Yes,
And this was the conclusion in our previous discussion also. And once you have the motivation, so you will acquire. More you have to look at, yes, support from family is very important. Support from your friends, your own family, then society is some extent also, but the societies have completely different. We have seen that person who are talking something different, and next day the person is completely different. But we have to, as if we are talking about this point of view, a women point of view, that first we have to take the call that this is my motivation, I want to do this. And then you look at the all possible sources. So self motivation will be the right, and then you will able to get the right will be there. Everything will be right in that way.
So have you seen that in that particular component, the first component is what
Yes,
make them realize that they are
right.
self-worth. So self will clear all the doubts. Like if you
Self
are,
is there.
when you have a confidence that okay, you're also having like somewhere important, and then only other things come. So first point itself shows what you said, sir.
First.
Yeah,
So
first point.
further empowerment, you have to explore your power. Within you are having so much of power, you need to explore that, come out that yes, this is my power, I'll do that. And then automatically you will find things will be settled according to your wish. We have seen so many movies also like Chak De India and all those. But ultimately, these are the replication of our society. So thank you so much for such a insightful, especially for me, and it will be somewhat shocking for the audience that yes, you are in Bhutan also, you are not aware of this much of NGO activity and government activity. In fact, I was not updated, but credit goes to Dr. Alka that she has updated, augmented my knowledge, and it's a nice platform. We will continue, many more things we will add on, and I'll thank you. Thanks to all the participants and organizer. And most of the time I'm finding, today only I'm finding Sarma sir is not here. But as usual, Manish sir and Tarun sir and Junjunwala sir, message was there from his side also. And one question is there in the chat box, especially for me, I don't know why. After maternity leave, female should be given some training so that they should not lag behind male counterpart. I think Dr. Joginder Pal Kukreja sir. Dr. Kukreja, really it's a good point. And yes, if you are talking in terms of corporate life, so when they are coming back, definitely some sort of training should be given, counseling should be given that yes, now you are changing your role from mother, now you are being a counterpart or you are a manager and blah, blah. So yes, you have to, some sort of counseling, sort of training, sort of motivation need to create. And if you're going for this part, some already IT companies, they have started this practice. After completing your maternity leave, you are having work from home option. So work from home option, now it is forced because of the pandemic. But earlier this concept was there. And those IT professors, they are taking maternity leave. After that, they are having flexibility in the work. And sometimes organization is cooperating them, they are giving the work. So as per in 24 hours, when you can manage your time, you can do and you submit work. So what are the responsibilities they are carrying according to if organization is flexible to incorporate them? Definitely it will be very, very good for rest of means. This is a learning for rest all organization. I think Dr. Joginder Pal sir is planning to say something. Yes, one more question is there, Deepak. Which country has better policy for policy in terms of if you look at, I have different observation in the policy. I don't want to criticize any government, but 5-year plan. Every country is having the 5-year plan, and similar situation is there. Similar situation is there. What is the implementation of that 5-year plan? So even if policy is there, important is that we should religiously follow it. Then it will going to have an outcome. Yes, Vijay Lakshmi madam should be done for financial. Yes, financial. But definitely in India, if you look at the government organization, fee is almost free. for education part. Other part that as a parent or as a member of the family, we have to manage. But yes, some sort of help is definitely required. And for our country, things are completely such a large population. But some sort of, yes, financial incentive or other things is important to uplift. So apart from that, you are having the motivation, but you are not getting right platform to excel yourself. So I think it's the time to say bye and thanks to Madam Alka Rathore and Dr. Vanchure, Dr. Kukreza, Dr. Charan Srivastava, Dr. Manish Kumar Agrawal, and all those. And nice to know that Manish Agrawal sir is also having interest in statistics. So I think we can also proceed in that way. Yes, one request here from Deepak sir. Which country has better policy for women? Madam, and we copy the foreign country and we should make a new policy. Deepak Saab, I don't know what, but maybe if Dr. Alka is aware of that which country is having better policy, she will add on. But from my point of view, the policy is not sufficient to do that unless and until if you are not taking the initiative. Coming to your part of the question, which thing benefit our country, and if any leader arrives and has less time, like few good PM, CM, not politician. Yes, I think right. It will be right, sir. Deepak sir, can you unmute yourself and please put your point here before we'll say bye. If possible, please connect and raise your point. So far, my understanding, I have explained that policy is not sufficient. Any country, yes, policy itself is going to serve the purpose, as we know. Yes.
Yes. Please say it.
Can I answer?
Yes.
Yes, madam.
Yes, sir.
Like when we, because the question itself asking to compare, and I don't think in this regard we can compare, because every country is having different situation and different scenario and different culture also. So we cannot say that all policies are same for every country. So we cannot say which one is better or best. In my opinion, I have seen that gender report from that World Economic Forum, which released recently in 2020. What I found, the countries those who ranked first also having discrimination. So we cannot say that policies are perfect. And like once you have a policy, means you will not have any problem. It is not right. It is not correct to say. Even though policies, they make number of policies, each and every country, but it depends on the leader as well as situation and the implementation, whether they are implementing it properly or not. Implementation is also important, or not only making policies. So my answer is, you cannot compare policies country wise. It depends on situation and culture and scenarios. Thank you.
Hope we have answered your question, sir.
Hello, sir.
Sir.
मैं स्टूडेंट हूँ, मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछना था। सर समझ लो कि कोई एक पॉलिटिशियन लीडर आ जाता है उस पद पर, समझ लो कोई पंतप्रधान होता है, उसके पास अगर थोड़े बरस हो, उसकी पार्टी इतनी स्ट्रांग नहीं हो, लेकिन उसमें अगर वो चाह तो करने की कि अगर वुमन के बारे में वो कुछ और ज्यादा कर सके, तो उसे मैं ये पूछना चाहता था कि ये जो यहाँ की एनजीओ है या यहाँ की जो पुरानी पॉलिसी है, वो उसे इम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहिए, या कोई फॉरेन की कंट्री की जो उनके पास पहले से ही जो पॉलिसी पड़ी है, जो सक्सेसफुल रही हो, उसका कुछ डेटा हो, तो उसके आधार पर हमारे देश में इम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहिए या नहीं?
So, Miss, I think first question is like whether we can simply take the same policy and from the foreign countries and we just have the same policy in our country. That's the question. Can we implement or not? Suppose in Bhutan,
मुझे ये पूछना था। हेलो मैम।
हाँ जी।
मुझे ये पूछना था, समझ लो अगर एक पॉलिसी इम्प्लीमेंट करना स्टार्ट की, एक नई पॉलिसी बनाने में बहुत वक्त जाता है उसके हमारे भारत में, उसके बाद अगर वो इम्प्लीमेंट करनी चाहिए तो वो उसमें भी वक्त जाता है, उसके बाद उसका जो रिजल्ट आता है वो रिजल्ट से हमें पता लगने में भी बहुत वक्त लगता है। इससे अच्छा तो हम एक कोई एक फॉरेन की जो सबसे पॉपुलर पॉलिसी हो वो उठा के डायरेक्ट हमारे देश में अगर इम्प्लीमेंट कर जाए तो, इसी एंगल से मैं पूछना चाहता था, ऐसा पॉसिबल है क्या?
वो ये
सही है।
पूछना चाह रहे हैं वो
हाँ,
ये पूछना
समझ
चाह रहे हैं मैडम कि हाँ जी प्लीज
समझ
प्लीज
गई।
मैडम।
हाँ समझ गई। तो ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर नई पॉलिसी बना के उसे इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे तो बहुत वेस्टेज होगा टाइम का और पता नहीं चलेगा कि वो सक्सेसफुल होगी कि नहीं होगी। तो ऐसा क्यों ना करें कि एक जो ऑलरेडी सक्सेसफुल पॉलिसी है उसी बाहर से लाके अपने देश में इम्प्लीमेंट करें। तो मुझे लगता है कि इट इज we can try, it can be possible to try, but we cannot sure that he is going to be successful in our country also. We cannot say he is going to be successful. At least as a try we can say, but what I feel like every conditions and every situations are different. We cannot completely copy and paste. We have to modify it accordingly, then we can implement.
Definitely.
हाँ मॉडिफाई तो कर सकते हैं मैम, लेकिन मॉडिफाई तो करने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
Okay, thank you Deepak.
Good, Deepak, question is good, but आप दीपक एक चीज मुझे बताना कि हमारे यहाँ जो थोड़ा टॉपिक किसी के लिए अच्छा होगा बुरा लगेगा, पॉलिसी है जो रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसी है, क्या आपको लगता है कि पॉलिसी सीरियसली जिसको जरूरत है उसको हेल्प कर रहा है अभी? हाँ शुरू में किया होगा,
बिल्कुल नहीं।
लास्ट 20 ईयर से अगर आप देखें तो एग्जैक्टली क्या उन लोगों को हेल्प कर रहा है जिसके लिए बनाया गया था? नहीं
सर, उनको और भी पुअर बना देगा उस पॉलिसी।
हाँ जी, तो पॉलिसी जो है ना वो एक आपका गाइडलाइंस होगा, कहीं से आप किसी से कॉपी भी कर लेते हैं, फॉलो भी कर लेते हैं, और अगर उसका बेस जैसे मैडम ने कहा, विजय लक्ष्मी मैडम ने, कि इकोनॉमिकल सपोर्ट दीजिए। मैक्सिमम जो मेजर प्रॉब्लम यहाँ का, वो सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि कंडीशन नहीं है, इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन सपोर्टिव नहीं है और सब कोई उसको अफोर्ड नहीं कर पा रहा है, तो इकोनॉमिकल सपोर्ट वहां पे एक रोल प्ले करेगा। लेकिन इसके लिए जो है ना थोड़ा सा सपोर्ट के साथ साथ ये भी जरूरी है कि उस फैमिली के लोग भी उसको सपोर्ट करें। फैमिली में आप देखोगे 4-5 भाई, उसमें 1 ही 2 आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, बाकी सब सपोर्ट मिलेगा, ये भी नहीं है। ऐसा होना चाहिए कि सबके सब जो है एक दूसरे के साथ हाथ वो करें, बढ़ाकर चले। और policy is not going to solve the problem. Definitely make note, yes, policy is the guidelines, it is going to constrain factor, but important is part that rest all the members, how they are playing their role perfectly, and then empowerment will be there. It is already there. I don't think in India we can see the number of CMs we have seen, even we have president, we have seen prime minister also, we have seen. So it's not like that, but they have developed, they have acquired that position and these things with their own capability. So your capability and motivation, these two things was the summary at the time also and here also. So I must thank each of them, but I must appreciate Deepak that we want this kind of discussion so that you can raise, and if any member is there, they can add on something. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, madam. Thank you everyone for giving this.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Rajneesh sir. Thank you for your cooperation, sir, and thank you, Dr. Alka ma'am, कि आपने हमें समय दिया. Thank you, Dr. Manish Kumar sir. At the conclusion of the program, there will be the national anthem of India, and with that the program will be concluded. National anthem of India.
Dravid, Uttar,
नहीं चल रहा।
थैंक यू,
Okay, sir.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, कार्यक्रम में आते रहें लगातार, शुक्रिया।
Thank you, madam.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
Dr. Jeevan sir, join.
थैंक यू,
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
I will
Okay,
leave.
okay, madam. Okay, sir.
Thank you, madam.